I'm not confirmed for Sebring yet. I'm hoping I get out there, but, hopefully we can get back out and, we have a good place in the championship. So now I just need to find the budgets to keep this thing rolling.
We were hoping to be able to keep him in the car for Sebring, but unfortunately, financially, this wasn't possible for him. So we're down to 3 cars. But one thing I've learned as a team owner is that you have to give every driver of the team the same equipment, the same opportunity, and we don't show any favoritism to anybody. Unfortunately, he's not here, but we can't have any distraction. Running 3 cars is a bit easier, so it probably allows us to give our drivers a bit more attention.
It's tough. I mean, he absolutely is talented, and it comes a point when, talent doesn't always cut it. You have to be the best of the best, and that's what we're here to do.
One of the realities of motorsports is it costs money. Simple as that. The faster you go, the more money it's going to cost. So people coming out of karting, when they get into cars, the budgets are real. It costs a lot of money to do this. We know right now Simon Sykes in USF2000 getting a chance to run for Prix Racing, right? The new juggernaut up front. They were the big power players last year in the program in USF2000. Simon's got some money, but does he have enough for the full season? No. Is he here this weekend? Yes, at Sebring. Thank you very much. But we had a driver like Christian Brooks who had a big issue last year, wrecked his car, sidelined him for the year. Find some money, was able to come back with Turn 3 Motorsports. He ends up winning his first race back, but he doesn't have the budget to come to this next weekend. So the realities of it, maybe lucky for Simon Sykes to be able to be here again. Does he prolong his dream of trying to win the championship and the scholarship? That's what he's after. He's after the scholarship that would give him that next year. For a guy like Christian Brooks, got to keep digging, and hopefully we'll see him back at the next event.
Obviously, it's all about trying to put that funding together to keep going forward, but right now I'm at the track, and the best thing I can do is go out and win both races if I can.
Sebring International Raceway, Sebring, Florida. A little bit outside of, Tampa, Orlando, Miami. It's like, the Bermuda Triangle for Sebring, basically. Actually, the only track that we've been on this entire offseason was Sebring. So we have a lot of laps around here. Now having a strong car, that kind of mystery from the preseason of, trying to figure out where everyone is in pace, all that's gone now, and we know that as a team, we are in the front. It's very nice to have a strong car and know that we can win the championship this year.
What was it like going from car to car?
What was my first time in a race car? How did I feel?
It's like you have a rocket strapped to you, dude. Like especially coming out of a car, like you got the backpack on and like you hit the power and you're off, man. I mean, like flicking through the gears is just like, it's like a dream come true. Like especially hopping from a car into a car.
Just the whole process was a worthwhile experience. And then, the racing, of course, like being in a big car, it was just special. It sticks with you.
The big thing about watching these drivers come from karting through to the NTT IndyCar Series or IMSA, wherever they may end up, is to watch them come out of karts and make that first jump into cars, right? Look up at the Skip Barber into USF Juniors. And I think we saw from the first year last year in 2022 how much they were able to learn. They were able to understand our culture, the racecraft, our race directors, what we expect of the drivers on track, and that's already paying off. The field we have this year, there's future start there for sure.
There's a lot of options coming out of karts, but seeing the juniors with the scholarship is an amazing thing. It's such a big thing, and when you see that, you really know that they made business, and if you do well, you're going to continue, with this scholarship. They're going to help you and they're going to back you, which is always amazing to have, and it's a great opportunity that you don't really see anywhere else.
The USF Pro Championships did a great job. When I got into car racing, I went to F1600 because there really wasn't any juniors program. But, they've done a fantastic job developing a chassis that's really similar to USF2000 that you can make a really smooth and fluid transition to, but obviously slower, that can help develop things as well. And I think they've done a good job making a bridge between karting and USF2000 with this USF Juniors package.
It's amazing, actually. I did a year in F4 in Brazil last year, so I have some experience in the car. But coming to the US, a whole different experience. Teams are set up different, the car is different, and especially the tracks. Just getting used to it, and I'm happy to be with E-Force.
My goal is to be the most successful race car driver ever, period.
Obviously, a championship is always nice at the end of the day, but it's not only just wins, podiums, championships, but also on,
set to go racing for the first time here for the drivers in USF Juniors. Down the front straightaway they come for the first time, and indeed a pretty good break right there for Brienza. He's got a nice little lead under the way. They'll work their way down now here into turn number 1. And I think that is definitely a move. We saw a driver get its way by here now. And that was Quinn Armstrong as he was able to make a move by Jack Jeffers. I think we're going to have a battle up front here pretty soon. Joey Brienza leading the way and heads for the first 3 laps, 7 to go. It looks to me like Quinn Armstrong is starting to put the target on the back. We find herself with a battle for the race lead here momentarily. It is Armstrong up front. Quinn Armstrong, we believe, has gotten to P1. Indeed, he has. Armstrong takes the lead. Brienza going to put the pressure on. Here's the 2 drivers we most definitely expect to be part of a championship group. Quinn Armstrong will win the opening round of USF Juniors. Quinn Armstrong, the Aussie, winning in Sebring. Green, green, green. Just got himself up there. How about 3 wide? Into the corner, way wide on the outside. That's the number 19 who's gone off. That is Giaffoni. He's trying to come back on the racetrack. Giaffoni deep into turn number 3. So Nicholas Giaffoni by, I believe, Lockhart, or by Taylor. He has moved his way into second. So Giaffoni just went purple last time by. Fast lap of the race. Giaffoni looking good here right now, Sam. Lap number 3. He is lighting things on fire. We may see a driver be able to reel in Brienza here. 6 laps in. Giaffoni lunges to the inside. Will he go off? He doesn't. He holds on. The winner today, race 2 in USF Juniors, is Nicholas Giaffoni. Brienza though wants that victory. 2 second place finishes, but needs to get the win. Brienza wins his first win in USF Juniors. Joey Brienza for Exclusive Autosport, winning race 3 at Sebring.
Obviously, it's all about trying to put that funding together to keep going forward, but right now I'm at the track, and the best thing I can do is go out and win both races if I can.
And we are green, green, green! Racing down into turn number 1. Sykes looking good from the bottoms. Let's see if Garcia is able to challenge him. Here comes one of the drivers, Lockie Hughes, looking to the inside as well. Hughes goes to the inside. A little bit of contact there between he and Sykes. Sykes, I think, able to hold. No, Sykes says, look, we have contact. He is going to bring out a full course yellow. 2 drivers together there. Looks like potentially 17 and Nikita Johnson and the 97 of Zach Ping. The 2 VRD drivers have made contact. They'll have 1 more circuit waiting for them here in turn number 10. Here we go. Sykes is there. He needs to get the big run. Sykes is going to keep him pinched to the bottom of the track. Sykes to the outside. He's going to try to hold him. We're going to go side by side, wheel to wheel. This is it in USF 2000. Final lap of race 1 of the weekend. Sykes is going to try to roll the outside. He gets good speed. Oh, he almost loses the outside top. And it's going to be Lockie Hughes. He holds him off. Lockie Hughes will win his second race. He is victorious. Race 1 here at Sebring. But wow, Simon Sykes hung it out to dry. Outside trying to block. Sykes going to keep it lowered on the bottom of the racetrack now. Yeah, he does not want to give up the inside line to Lockie Hughes. Sykes with the lead. No contact with Garcia, and he goes around. Nikita Johnson involved as well. Look at the gap. Matt Clark goes to second. Matt Clark to P2. So we're at the halfway point now. Crossed halfway flags. 6 down for Simon Sykes, 6 to go. Full course yellow, so I'm going to have to believe something happened between 7 and 10. For the first time will be a checkered flag for the driver from Augusta, Georgia, waiting in USF 2000. Simon Sykes with that victory. Yeah.
It's taken a lot of work, a lot of years, and a great team behind me. Pastors, we just have the best car every time I've gotten in it, and it's just been a waiting game to get to this top step, and I'm so glad I can finally say that we did it.